Sorry, if in case you didn't notice, I am tired. Trying not to show it. Caffeine levels critical? I'm okay, I'll be fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, what is this? Ubisoft. Wait, what? Ubisoft crossover with Atozy. Uh-oh.
Ubisoft can't stop getting hacked, it seems like, because hackers just obliterated them after they were able to allegedly bypass Ubisoft and Rainbow Siege's security keys on not one, but two separate occasions in the last few weeks.
What does my game say? Hey, furry princess!
You know what? Out of all the things they could have done, this is pretty good.
You're such a cute furry! What? Ubisoft! What are you doing?
And once the hackers were in game, they started causing complete chaos. In quote, rewarding everyone with 2 billion in-game credits.
This reminds me of when a kid would break into like the closet and throw out all the cheat set, like all the answers to like the test. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how teachers would lock up like in a closet or like in their, what is it called, their desks? And they would just like throw it out and like the kid would break in and like tell everybody the answers. This is like kind of the same shit type of vibe. Yeah, chaotic good type shit.
It's hijacking the log to throw digs at Ubisoft and jokingly banning all the employees for toxic behavior. And then to make things even worse, they're also amusing that the CEO of Ubisoft was on a certain financier's controversial
Oh no!
Island. Plus, they even threw a couple 6-7 jokes in there for good measure. So after repeated attacks with little answer from Ubisoft, they decided to simply just shut down the marketplace and left a lot of players wondering, hey, I bought a lot of stuff with these stolen funds. Will I get banned now? And then others were asking,
dude, imagine if they did that. They won't, but they should have. They should have just done that and be like, yes, you're gonna get banned.
I wonder if we'll ever be able to play this game again, ever. Not to mention, there were also reports that Ubisoft as a whole had been hacked, with potentially terabytes of user and company data being stolen, raising questions about personal data breaches and the security of Ubisoft as a whole. And to make things even crazier, the hack might have come from a GitHub leak just days before. Yeah, so it's safe to say the hackers had a very Merry Christmas, because they were presented with a little, hey, here are some massive holes in Ubisoft's backend for you to exploit. And well, it's safe to say they did exactly that. So imagine 2 days after Christmas, you're sitting down to play some video games while you're on holiday break, and boom, you log in to find suddenly you have billions of in-game credits and some skins so rare that they only gave them to certain developers. Well, Merry Christmas.
Everyone's been given the dev skin by this cheater, or hacker, we'll call it. But
chaotic good hacker. That's crazy.
There you go, I've got it on 0 right now.
So if that happened to you, you would probably do what a lot of other people did and start bawling out on the store. Because why would you assume something bad happened, or how could you possibly be held responsible for this? It's just a glitch. Why don't you just take advantage of it? But apparently, players emptied out the store, which I guess could be possible with multiple trillions of credits being gifted, but that's also insane because I thought it was a digital store and I'd...
What? Wait, how do you empty out something that's... How do you empty out something that can't run out? It's not like it's an item. There's quantities of stock, but it's virtual. How do you run out of something that you can just make instantly? Artificial scarcity? What? What? For a skin?
Didn't think a digital store could actually go empty. But obviously, people got excited and started showing off their new items online, gun charm skins, whatever else Rainbow Six has. But not all players were so lucky, because some players were just randomly getting banned, and only some of them got unbanned, and then possibly banned again. And in general, the game's global chat was being flooded with a whole bunch of random spam messages, like this clip being showed of a global chat being overrun by ban messages, to the point where you can barely keep up with what's going on at times.
No, they were doing lyrics lyrics on the side too.
When you look at those chats, it doesn't seem like those are actually real players' names being banned. They're just lyrics to Billie Jean by Michael Jackson.
Yes.
And it wasn't Me by Shaggy being written out word for word in ban messages. So that's definitely interesting and a unique way to do a hack. I guess why not have a sense of humor?
I saw that clip on Twitter. Yep.
You're doing tens of millions of dollars of damage to a massive billion-dollar company. But popular content creators were quick to come out and warn people against spending these gifted credits, because no matter how tempting it is,
I think it just shows that Ubisoft is extremely incompetent. This doesn't happen a lot to other fucking developers, genuinely. Like, when was the last time Blizzard got hacked? Or like DDoS, seriously. I think the last super serious DDoS was probably like 10 years ago, I want to say. Yeah, like... Yeah, Ubisoft is genuinely just such a joke.
Ubisoft had allegedly banned people in the past for their own screw-ups, so that's not reassuring or good at all. And then you even had some streamers going so far to say don't even log into the game at all just to be safe.
Do not log into your game. Do not spend renown. Do not spend rainbow credits. That's my early warning to you. And before you say, well, this is Ubisoft's mess up or it's, you know, hacked or whatever
they don't give a fuck,
have banned people in the past for their own.
Exactly. You can't be like confident, be like, oh, well, they know I'm not a hacker. It's like, do you think they really give a fuck about your fucking account? Like, for real. Like, you think Ubisoft cares? They'll just replace you with another slop enjoyer. You realize that, right?
Screw-ups.
I mean, Ubisoft isn't exactly instilling confidence in their fans with a statement they made like this. We are very aware of the incident currently affecting Rainbow Six Siege. Our teams are working on a resolution. We will share further updates once available. Wow. Thank you, Ubisoft. Very cool. I mean, it's safe to say that that did not make anyone feel better. Basically, we know something's up, but we have no idea what this something is. All while people are still trying to log on and play. But at this point, news outlets and various sources of the Rainbow Six community were warning people to change passwords, turn on two-factor authentication, and just be prepared for a potential massive data breach. Because remember, at the time, people reporting possible terabytes of data being stolen, which could include people's payment and billing information, along with tons of other personal information. Not exactly what you want to hear just days after one of the most expensive holidays of the year. Because that means you might have to be worried about something called credit card fraud. Awesome. Again, thank you, Ubisoft. Very cool. Even though
Sony does get credit card hacked a lot. That people hack these servers for Sony and take their credit card information. That happens on a pretty regular basis. I want to say like once every 2 years there's a big fucking hack.
So, it's technically not their fault, but apparently there were some vulnerabilities. But slowly, Ubisoft began to tweet out more information, informing players an hour after the first tweet they had shut down Siege and the marketplace intentionally while they figured out the issue. Again, that's not really that reassuring, not to mention people still can't play. On top of that, you know, being worried about their information leaked on the internet. But as the next day rolled around, Rainbow Six tweeted out more news. Apparently, no one who spent any of the gifted coins would be banned, as they were working to bring the game back online. So, those ballers, I guess, could just breathe in a sigh of relief. Except, obviously, they're going to be taking back all the items that were technically stolen from their store. I guess that was expected, though. Meanwhile, Twitter accounts claiming to have insider information were posting that, yes, it was a serious hack, and that there were actually 4 or 5 separate hacker groups that Ubisoft was well aware of. And all of them had different intentions. One group was apparently acting like a Rainbow Six Robin Hood and gifting 339 trillion.
I told you, chaotic good moment.
Of in-game money to players, which is the 2 billion to each person, which is crazy. And they were also banning and unbanning players. And then others were alleged to have a little bit more
they're letting them out
sinister
jail.
motives, because they were allegedly infiltrating back-end user data and trying to extort Ubisoft for that. And apparently they just had an entire Telegram channel dedicated to it. Interesting enough, though, the alleged hack actually came from a GitHub post just a day or two before the hack, leading people to believe the hackers very well could have accessed private information. And what level of private information do they have? We still don't know for sure, which is also quite alarming. But it's starting to seem like the tweets might carry some real weight. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to know what is true and what's not, since we're mostly going off of tweets and Ubisoft isn't necessarily denying any of the more serious claims. They certainly aren't speaking out on their Twitter.
Well, they can't say anything because it's like a bad look if they say like, yep, y'all, your shit's stolen. It's all on the dark web. Have fun. They have to like try and keep it cool.
like only minimal updates from the Rainbow Six
Holy.
account as of now, at least. But a lot of people on Reddit are saying all this is being blown way out of proportion and people just need to calm down.
Of course.
Hopefully they're right, but they're stating in their opinion
I don't trust Reddit.
the worst of it is likely users simply being banned and possible Ubisoft code being leaked. But thankfully for users, no personal data, according to them. And then after it felt like everything with the Siege servers was moving and things were, I guess, going back to normal, things got worse, just like in most of my videos. Because Ubisoft was hacked again on January 4th with
Guys, we fixed the problem. Don't worry. We're not gonna get hacked again. So basically they did a rollback and then they didn't do anything. That's what happened. They just didn't like tighten down security at all.
players being hit with 67-day bans. You know, haha, 6-7. Love 2026. Well, why did we carry that into 2026? I wish we left that back in 2025, but here we are. And some streamers are even getting banners asking them to meow or
ooh, woo, or meow to play the game. Oh my god, that's so fucking annoying, dude. That's so cringe. Fuck.
woo to play the game, or calling them a furry and interacting with them live through hacked in-game chat.
What does my game say? Hey, furry princess, you're such a cute furry. What? Ubisoft, what are you doing? Well, I'm getting exposed. Yo, type 7.
Rainbow Six, don't lie. it's chat.
At the top,
it's just like
I'm a
my
furry,
chat,
Ubisoft,
bro.
and you're in my room.
They know. I see no lies.
Oh no.
So I mean, hey, it's never really a dull day on the internet, is it? But with that new hack, you also had connection issues and a bunch of players getting banned again. And then on top of that, when Ubisoft finally responded again, it's not like they reassured everyone. They were just basically like, yeah, we're on it. Sorry, guys. And since then, a Twitter source who seems to have most of the insider information gave people a little bit more reassurance that while hackers did seem to find a flaw in Ubisoft's backend, no employee or customer data was stolen. So as of right now, it seems like players can be able to rest easy, even though they apparently can't really queue ranked, but it seems like the game is still relatively unplayable and lots of people are assuming that the servers will be fully shut down again at any moment. And even if they fix this one backend issue, the hackers could just, you know, find more weak spots and continue this attack for days or even weeks to come. Who knows how long they can be doing this, because they thought they fixed it, but now on January 4th,
they didn't fix it. That's the best part, Mr. Atozy. You think they can afford to fix shit?
Like, psych, we'll wreck it again. But I guess we just kind of have to wait to see. Until then, drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Hopefully Ubisoft fixes their
They won't. They won't. Someone's gonna get bored and do it again. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, my sweet summer child. What do you think this is? A real competent company? I don't think so. Go check out Atozy! The poopy just keeps getting softer. I mean, honestly, what has really happened since they got sold to that other company? I think it wasn't it Tencent or some other big conglomerate that acquired Ubisoft or was talking about it? I don't think they have the manpower or the strength to like do anything. Tencent? Yeah, I think it was Tencent, wasn't it? They ain't doing shit. They made a new company and sold half of that to Tencent. Yeah. Frickin' poopy slop.